Hey everyone, and I'm going to be playing Monster Loves You today. It's not blind. I did run through it once before, and I got this badge here, the Kindness Legacy. Basically what happened was I got about halfway through the game, and my recording crashed, and I lost the other half. So I'm going to be doing another playthrough, slightly less blind this time. So, let's start! Help me begin your story. How does it go again? Long ago, deep in the forest, monsters called the Whale Mist. That's right, long ago nestled in the heart of the forest, there was a monster village of Omen. You are born from slime that holds the memory of monsters known for actions and attitude, words and thought. I picked this one last time, so I'll try actions and attitudes this time. You're not awake yet, but soon your first eyes will open. Your simple dreams will give way to life itself. You dream of fighting, eating and screaming, facing frightened enemies unafraid, protecting innocent monsters from harm. So that's, I guess there's kindness, honesty, ferocity, cleverness, and bravery. Last time I did a lot of kindness. I guess I just did it again there too. Your body is turning, twisting, and growing, solid in the middle of the great vat of green slime. It's time to be born. Okay. Let's be born. You awaken in this searing season, when the sun shines strongly overhead. Your eyes open, your morsel just barely born. You float in the spawning vat. Dozens of other morsels are exploring, flailing, and stealing food from each other. Let's try and swim. Another morsel swims towards you. It opens its mouth to show a set of small sharp teeth that bites you. Aye! Swim away from the toothy morsel. What? This is intolerable. Stop that biting. Knock it off, man. You pause, unable to believe that another morsel is trying to eat you. After a moment, you snap out of it and start to move again. You need the other morsels to repel the attack, kill it, resist it. Let's kill it. It's a little frosty, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Gurry, you rip into the violent morsel. It has fangs, but you have claws. Keep fighting. Rawr. Your first snarl, excellent. When the fight is over, you're chewing up its morsel's eyes, which is all that remains. Serves that morsel right. Splash, flutter, splish, squeak. Another morsel is too weak to swim properly. It's shrinking towards the bottom of the spawning vat. Ignore and swim on. Too bad these things happen. Oh no, that's terrible. That's kind of bad. You feel a deep sense of injustice at the smaller morsel's impending demise. If only you would do something about it. Well, let's do something about it. You swim to the morsel, determined to attack. Get another morsel and push it up. Try and think of something. Let's be clever. You rack your newborn brain. Wait, there's some animal bones and sticks and rotting at the bottom. Half hidden beneath the slime clump. Prop up the dying morsel. So I guess that bumped up my cleverness. You swim to the bottom, casting about. You gather some sticks and long, curving ribs of a deer. Get them jammed together, good and tight. The morsel's own dissolving body holds everything together. Well enough. Half of the body is above the surface and the slime. So last time what happened was I tried to push him up, and basically I lost all of my limbs, and I was breaking apart and everything, and we kind of fused together in the primordial, the slime. So that was kind of cool. Make sure nobody messes up what you've created. You swim in circles around the rescued morsel, keeping the cruel ones and biters away until your new friends begin to move and solidify. Help the morsel off the structure. As you do, you feel dizzy. That's a first. You've never been dizzy before. Everything goes green. Wake up. Your friend is gone, but not dead. Another morsel points to the edge of the spawning vat, while you slept. The weak one grew into a monsterling. Yay! You have grown too big for the spawning vat. Your next move, you must move on to the next stage, and your life can become a monsterling. Got any advice? No, don't grow up. Let's grow up. Gotta face the music. You're going to get into the same trouble, which is great. Exercise your bravery, cleverness, ferocity, kindness, and honesty. What kind of monster will you be? Indeed. To the brood cave for an adventure. Alright, adventure. Let's do wolf. Suddenly it's a fox. Suddenly a fox enters the cave. It gips, looks over its shoulder, and runs behind a big rock. Is that snarling and growling outside as well? Judging by the commotion, yes, there's a pack of wolves in hot pursuit. They seem reluctant to come into a cave full of monsters, even just little ones like you. Get them all the monsters, make noise, scare the wolves away, get the fox from behind the rock, run out the wolves, and run out and attack the wolves. So, I guess maybe this is ferocious. Let's fight the wolves. Nash and Sickle join you when they realize what you're doing. They love a good scrap. The three of you take to the wolves that like three forks to a slimy lightning bolt. Let the wolves escape alive. Kill it. Let's let them escape alive. Come on. Little guy. Oh, come on. They run off into the distance slightly. I guess it makes sense. We got a ton of ferocity, but I let them live, so I lost a little bit. Which is fine with me. Ferocity was my weakest stat last time, so maybe I'll try to bump it up a little bit this time. Let's do Clay Pot. You, Nashness, and Rishi are wrestling near a big clay jar. You knock over the jar's ledge, and it breaks into 100 pieces. You catch Elder Marinus out of the corner of your eye. It was my fault, confess. Take the blame for your friends. Make good and repair it. I'll try and repair it. You gather all the shards and clay and start sticking them together with slime. Trying to do a good job. Marcus walks in and sees you working on the jar. Tell her what you did. Something out. I'll tell her what I did. Honesty and bravery. That's good. She saw it's alright. You did a reasonable job repairing, but I'm still glad you came clean. She pats you in the back just before he gets back off the ledge. Oh, what's a rat about? Some of the other monsterlings are stuffing slime mushrooms and rats into a rat's mouth. Nashness invites you to join them inside. It's gonna go boom. That's horrible. That's just ridiculous. Oh, come on. I guess it's like I'm gaining more than I'm losing. Oh, I didn't read that one aloud. My apologies. You step forward and kick the rat out of Nashness' grips. She laughs and says, "Alright, it's a fight." You flee from her claws bleeding. Stupid Nashness lure her away. You forget Nashness as you're running to carry you down a slide passage. A trickle of moisture on the wall has created a huge patch of salt. Oh, salt. It's so salty. Lick it good. You lick the salt, then your wounds. Whoa, that stings. But the flavor is so intense you don't mind. Soon your cuts heal. Okay, back to the brute cave. You return to the brute cave. Everyone asks why you're so happy. But for now, you keep the secret of your own personal salt lick. Yeah. So I'm a lot more kind and ferocious. It's kind of a weird mix I've got going on. But I like it. Let's be happy. Nash and Gobclaws are racing to the cellar out of the cave. They've already climbed way up. When Gobclaw intervenes you to join them, you don't see a good way up. Look at the path they took and copy them. Just face up to it, admit that you aren't much of a climber, make a fair effort but stop before you get hurt. Almost just do what they did. Ooh, very clever. You follow Nashness' claws marking halfway up the cave wall, then slip sideways where your Gobclaw was, becoming more careful. Meet them at the top, to their surprise. Stumbling over my words a lot, I apologize. Hamrag, an older monster, brings a big sack full of squirming rats into the cave. As he heads for the spawning vat, he trips and all the rats spill on the floor. Gobble up some rats, help them escape, help Hamrag catch them. Let's gulp some up. You block the escape of a dozen rats. Other monsterlings are chasing them, but you have control of this. How many are you going to eat? As many as you can. Just one or two. Yeah, you snag a single rat needed. Not bad. You're halfway towards leveling up becoming an adolescent. Firm up your personality as much as you can. So I guess I'm leaning to ferociousness this time, which is a little surprising. Elder Marinus leads you to some other monsterlings to a secluded grotto at the back of the cave. What's that high up on the wall? It's a rusty iron cage. There's something inside it. Sticks and rocks, maybe? It's a collection of bones, Marinus said. This is a human skeleton. If you can get it out of that cage, you may play with it. Look at the cage. The cage rests on a ledge, several monsterlings high, and only one monsterling wide. The lock is rusted away long ago. A frayed rope hangs from the bars. Climb up the rope, get help from a friend, toss something up to the cage. Top something up to the tip of the cage over. Get help from a friend. You and Nashness boost as she's laughing and throws you up onto the ledge. You crack your head, but you're there. Get out the bones and play with them, toss them down so they can play. You and the other monsterlings are in on the fun. Nashness starts choking when she tries to eat some of the little bones. Slap Nashness on the back. That did it, she spits out. She seems puzzled. I can crunch animal bones easy. How come human ones are so tough? Perhaps that is a lesson. So I'm kind of a little bit everything. The top bit shows how many days you have left, and next stage life, and the bottom shows how much respect you have. You have a mass 0.7 total life. What's respect? Impress other monsters and they'll talk about how amazing you are. The more respect you gain in the earlier stages of the world, the greater power will wield later on. Gotcha. So I had about 50 last time, and I didn't quite make it to an Elder, so maybe I need more, or I needed to pass both tests. I did fail one. And if you don't know what that is, we'll find out later together. You're chatting with Gobclaws and Blistry when a foul stench walks in. Monsterlings all over the cave are shivering and holding their noses. Yuck, what is that? Or what is it? It's Blotz because someone tell him he stinks, but not the way monsters should. Blotz sees your group and makes his way over. Gobclaw and Blistry retreat. Go talk to him about it. You spread out your claws friendly way. Blotz says, or let me try that again. You spread out your claws in a friendly way. Blotz sits next to you. Blotz pouts. Why'd they run away? Tell a small eye. He's fragile. Wow, that's a lot of kindness. You tell him they must think he's something else. They must think he's someone else. And there's a little dirt on his head. Looks like a demon mouth. Looks like, I don't know, demon mouth? And you lead him to a pool of water to help him wash it off. Okay. Nash tumbles into you, screeching and chasing by a sickle, who is also screaming. What is all this? Stick your head under another monsterling for some peace and quiet. Nash and Sickle are trying to make each other's ears bleed by screaming. Sickle is winning and Nash is running. Protect Nash to make Sickle stop. Ask him to play like, stop screaming. What's the fun? Join in. Stop him by screaming down. Let's protect Nash. Ooh, very brave. Ears throb as you turn towards Sickle and wag your claws at her. But it works. She stops. All is quiet. And all is quiet. For now. So I think this is my last one. Drumming. See this guy. He's mad about something. Hamrake, an adult monster, sleeps in a big pile of monsterlings. Everyone is comfortable. Blotz giggling sticks lichen in all four of Hamstring's nostrils. Hamstring eyes shoot open as he starts to choke. Blotz shushes you with a threatening scowl. You're not afraid of Blotz. Help Hamrake. This is funny, help Blotz out. Let's help Hamrake. He's an adult. You jump on Hamrake's head and knock out some of the lichen loose. He squeals and gasps, then you remembers that he can't breathe through his mouth. Crisis averted. Hamrake lowers down his jowls, scowling as though you hadn't saved him. But he roars into Miss Noble and places this. I'll come for him. Hamrake seems to smell your lie. The monster traps you under a heavy rock and sits on you for a while as punishment. Blotz approaches you after a while and says thank you for protecting him. Alright, so I'm doing kind, brave, and ferocious, clever. I'm not very honest, though. Oh my, you wake up and find that you're no longer a little monster. You've grown up. Wow. Elder Marinus calls the oldest monster to gather in a group. You're one of the oldest ones now, so you should join him. She looks brave. Go with the Elder. Marinus shuffles down a long tunnel, turning this way and that among dozens of forking passages. Keep going. Marinus stops at a warm, humid chamber with a pit on the floor. He points to the pit, which sees with thick mist. Jump right in. You fall and fall some more, and you're falling and you're falling, and other monsters are falling. Yes, some of them are crying, and you can't see through the mist. This is terrifying. Or is it? Maybe it's clouds. Moans and groans and whispers screaming. Where is this? It must be somewhere. You land smooth on the flat stone, despite the swirling vapors on the floor is dry as bone. You hear other monsterlings breathing nearby. Some of them are still above you and still falling. Try to cushion them. Be nice. I keep getting too kind. I need to be meaner for, I guess, I'm being a monster. Oof, you don't see who you help, whoever rolls away into the thick fog without a word. Gratitude is not important. You rejoin some of the monsters at the edge of the mist. There are many more passages out of here than you can count. Some monsters begin panic, while others look determined. I'll take charge. The other monsters watch you curiously. Lead the way personally, slash your way to show them you're in charge, help everyone work together. I'll lead the way. I'm being very brave. You strike out with courage and confidence. The other monsters follow you, choosing turns and forks at random. You see walk into a cave full of even thicker mist. Such thick mist. The chambering swirls with mist, smoke, and fog vapor, except it's not any of those things. It's ghosts, hundreds of them, with large and small, with eyes large and small. No, large and small. They're everywhere. I don't know where I got eyes from. This is spoopy. Stand my ground. The ghosts speak to you in many voices, all hollow and distant, all in unison. They ask you, do you fear? Yes, this is scary. Attack them. Attack them. You scream and leap. The ghosts are insubstantial. Swirling around you, claws like nothing at all. Nothing at all? Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Stupid spectral monsters. That's pretty funny. They laugh at you and prove that they're not entirely untouchable. Then thin tendrils of mist circle your throat and begin to squeeze. Pass out. So kindness is still my number one, which is kind of a little lame there. You wake up inside a well-appointed hovel. This is your home now. What should you be doing? Start living like an adolescent monster. Wow, that is a weird-looking monster. So my house looks definitely different than it did last time. Maybe that depends on your choices. Let's adventure into town. I think after this segment I'll cut it off and we'll do the next couple segments in a second video. Today is a holiday. Poke the Bear Day. Monsters have been planning pranks all day. You all head out to the bear caves. Poke the Bear Day? What's that? Let's do it. Let everyone else get their butts kicked. You're not stupid. Yeah, I'm stupid. Let's do it. You join the crowd of monsters, shuffling, walking, skipping, and scuttering through the woods. Soon you have reached the caves. The bears are already outside, waiting and watching. Poke the biggest bear with your sharpest stick. Bite. Confuse the bear with the got your nose routine. Find out if the bear sneeze. Chase the bear with a thorn bush. Confuse the bear. The growler babs his nose in surprise. He growls, I can still feel my snout. Then he bares his claws, which are bigger and sharper than yours. Stomach him in the stomach, then run. Yeah, punch him in the gut. You run, the bears chase you for miles. What a great holiday. So I am ferociousness and kindness. That's a weird mix. Let's do some spiders. You find Blistery crouched in the forest, petting a rather furry spider. It doesn't look too good. In fact, it's not moving at all. Examine the spider. The spider is furry, but it should be much furrier. Patches of stiff hair falling out. His eyes are dull, and did it just cough? You don't know any spiders can cough. Encourage the listening, carry on. Helpless, you help the spider. Prod the spider awake with a stick. Let's try to help this out. You take a moment to assess the situation. There's a whole web full of equally large spiders in the alley beside Blistery's hovel. Dang. They seem tense, and you think they're staring at you. The sick spider shrivels. Place it in with the other spiders. Go find some medicine. Feed it some flies. Let's give it to the other spiders. They'll know what to do. You pick up the spider and place it in the web with its friends. The other spider rushes towards and attack it, tearing it in pieces and devouring it. Whoops! Spiders do not know compassion. This place looks nice. Elder Dragger grabs your claw and drags you out of town. I need a scare pick from, he says. Here we go again. Jaggery sniffs the air and says, never mind. There it goes. He gallops away, leaving you alone in the grassy meadow. Run home as fast as you can. Explore for a bit. Oh, I'm not very clever. As you poke around through the bushes, a ball runs through them and comes to the rest of your feet. That's a human thing. Better run away. Walk through the bushes. I'm very brave and very stupid. You see a human sitting in the middle of the meadow. It doesn't spot you yet, but it looks like the sound of him. Fleetly wait and see what the human does. Why am I not clever? The human hasn't done anything to harm me. The human looks at you, waves its arm, burps, and laughs, and then it sends shivers down your spine. Watch human, but be ready to run. The human, still standing, points to the bushes behind you. It makes a sound. It doesn't seem to be very young, no more than a monster, or even a morsel. Give back the ball, mess with the human leg. Give him back the ball. You can't bring yourself to come in reach, but you pick up the ball and roll towards the human. The human then laughs again, and off go home before something bad happens. You run along to Owen with a bit of new perspective, and the story of the other monsters are impressed that you have interacted with the human. That is a very dinky amount of respect. Can't get no respect around here. I'm just kind of picking them at random, or which pictures are very bright and attractive, because that's the kind of guy I am, I guess. Kind of email Aslet limps towards you, points to one huge eye at you and cackles. I got shock working on power lines, and it's still down. Help me out? Ask him how dangerous it is. It's the electrical fluid inside the lines getting on you. Oh, it only hurts like a million bees. Only they're not bees because they ain't making honey. Can't only ask the lunch towards you. Well, okay. Yeah, let's help him out. Man, my break is off the charts. You seem to find yourself taking sprout wires. The break is a pad, and now it could get dangerous. But I play it safe. You can take it slow. Before you, sorry if you can hear thunder. There's a pretty severe thunderstorm watch going on right now. Actually, someone at a neighboring university just kind of got hit by lightning today. It kind of sucks. But yeah, we were kind of worried about that. I was out in the field today, and we were talking about it, and hoping it didn't happen to any of us. But anyway, back to the game. You help patch the power line before much more electrical fluid leaks out. It's not easy, but you manage to avoid getting any fluid on yourself. No stat bonuses? That's kind of lame. You see Jagger in a haze of buzzy and angry and yellow peas. It looks like he stole a beehive off a tree and took it home. You can see why. Honey is irresistible. Jagger motions you to help him. Size up the situation, help him out. Don't interfere. Nature is beautiful. Who cares about a few bee stings? Grab the honey. Yeah, get that honey. You tear apart the hive and scoop out some honey. Ow, slurp, ow, sharp and delicious, but it is much fun. Loud, drily snapping sounds come from the square where you see Purfrock single-clawedly taking on a rampaging pack of wolves. Can't see for help. Are these wolves a threat? Let's see how they're a threat. Any monster can defeat almost any animal with ease. You should be able to take care of them. Alright. Push through to safety and fight the wolves. Help them scare them away. Stand back where they'll try to strike them. I'll push them to safety. When the fur settles a pot of wolf stew bubbles happily at the center of the square, everyone lines up to cheers you. Am I at maximum bravery? I might be, actually. Butcher dumps a double armload of objects in the ground. I found these in the woods. Nash grabs a piece of yellow metal and licks it. Lick something, how bad it can be. I don't know why that's your only option. That seems really, really strange. Like, let's lick the garbage, everybody. It's pretty bad. The muddy cog just like tastes like rusty mold. Not the delicious kind of mold either. The horrible sour kind. Let's be mean. Make everyone else eat it. That's clever and no honesty. In no time, you have half a dozen of the other monsters rolling on the ground, clutching their tongues and claws, groaning with all players. Laugh, laugh at the fools. Aww. So maybe you're gonna try to get up to punish you, but they are so confused from the bad taste in their mouths, you escape with your hide intact. I just kind of did that to see what I'd get, because last time I warned everyone, and it wasn't nearly as exciting. Nash gets picky on a tiny blister. She gets knocked down every time she gets up. Nash asks if you want to help. Ask why she's doing that, walk away. Help, Nash hurt her. I'd rather fight you, Nash. Without even a thanks, but she runs away, leaving you and Nash to tussle on the street. Do you want to punch the attacker? Yeah. Nash is being a bit of a dick. Nash is savage, but she's tired herself out. You need to, and you're full of energy. You beat Nash to a pulp. Nash pants. I'm impressive. That's a weird way to do that. And I guess that's 0 days left, so next time join me on part 2 of Let's Play Monster Loves You, where I'll be entering the magical world of adulthood. See you next time.